Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Takes from the Lakes podcast. We are very excited to be back with you on this Monday night. We're currently watching some Monday Night Football doubleheader, some Steelers-Browns, some Saints-Panthers, but in a little throwback to a game earlier this weekend, I'd like to play for you all a different intro song. Shout out Travis Kelce.
I can't even hear. I already know it's a Taylor Swift song though.
I mean, obviously.
Is it Blank Space?
Duh.
Once I heard you were playing something, I was like, yeah, it's Blank Space.
It was a good attempt. Maybe I should pull up the Iron Eagle call. Should I?
I mean, I think everyone else can look it up, but
yeah. Anyway,
yeah. Shout out Iron Eagle, great call. Shout out Travis Kelce.
Shout out Iron Eagle.
Supposedly dating Taylor Swift, no confirmation on that, but they've been quietly seeing each other, as all the media outlets would say.
See what he said? It was like I asked her if she wanted to hang out or something, and she wasn't interested, and I took that personally or something. It's something weird.
Did he say that on his pod?
Yeah. Shout out the second best sports podcast on the airwaves. Obviously,
maybe they can get on
from the
someday.
Lakes. Yeah, maybe they'll earn it. Maybe they'll get on our level, but
who knows? But yeah, some eventful games going on right now. Browns Steelers, that first quarter, there was million turnovers, 25 fumbles in a row on one play. Unfortunately, Nick Chubb had a pretty horrible injury. Prayers to him.
Yeah,
not looking like he's going to play the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't suggest looking for a video of the injury.
I mean, if you watched the game, you wouldn't have seen it because they didn't show the replay. That kind of goes to show how bad it was.
But safe to say he will not be playing football anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. So he's in our thoughts. Unfortunate. But
yep.
Yeah, and this other game, Panthers Saints, pretty horrible game. Not fun to watch. I need Miles Sanders to get literally 10 points for fantasy, and he's not going to do it, which sucks. But
I need Pat Frymouth to not get a single catch for fantasy.
Yeah, good luck with that. Although, hey, Pickett, man, that's probably the one guy you want thrown to him for him to get no catches. So
yeah.
But
anyway, we're gonna get right into obscure stat of the day. The premise today is pretty much just we're gonna run everything down. Lots of stuff going on in the sports world during the fall. So we've got a lot to cover. And we're going to try to get it as quickly as possible. James, I'll let you go ahead with the obscure stat because mine is awesome. So
mine is it's quite interesting. Punting, right? It's a whole different game. You really just can't hate a good long punt, right? You especially
You're such a nerd. Oh my God. You can't hate a good long punt.
You can't just hate a good game that's being decided on some great punts, man. I mean, the beauty of punting, really underrated, but you just can't hate a 91-yard punt, which is the longest in Eagles history by none other than Randall Cunningham. In 1989, Randall Cunningham, not currently, but former star quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, holds the longest ever punt, 91 yards.
Randall, 20, you dirty dog.
Yep, 20 career punts in the NFL.
What?
It's very kind of doesn't really make any. I guess he punted a lot as a quarterback. Apparently punted nearly 150 times during his time at UNLV. During a 24-17 win against the Giants, booted the ball 91 yards. And completed 9 of 16 passes for 140 yards. Finished his career with 207 passing touchdowns and fourth in quarterback rushing yards. Obviously great career, but also does hold that record for the longest punt in Eagles history, which I think
91 yards is crazy.
That is
he had a leg on it.
Yeah, and he had a cannon. I mean, dual threat really with the leg and the arm. So yeah, that's mine. Nash, you can go ahead.
All right, so James, have you ever heard of Grinnell College? I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right.
No,
of course you haven't. You don't know ball like me. But
you didn't either until 5 minutes ago when you figured out what that college was.
That's not true. I actually had like heard of it in passing, but not
Good
like
for you, man.
not in
Happy for
depth,
you.
not in depth.
Really happy
So,
for you.
James, I want you to think about where you were November 21st, 2012.
Oh, November 21st, 2012. Yep. So I was in Virginia Beach. I was sitting on my couch and I was reading a book.
So, for those of you who don't know, James has a photographic memory. Anyway,
well, of course, depends on the time, but I was reading.
On November 21st, 2012, Jack Taylor of Grinnell College, this isn't even a Division I school, scored 138 points in an NCAA basketball game, and his team won 179 to 104. He shot 108 times, made 52 shots, took 71 threes, made 27 of them. And essentially, this is a school that is known for trying to break records. So I've got a little bit of a two-parter here for you.
Mm-hmm.
In 2022, Grinnell College, back at it, Division III school, right? They attempted 111 three-pointers in a single game. 10 years after.
Man, that's poetic.
After Jack Taylor's record.
That is poetic.
They made 43s.
How is it even
so
possible?
They pretty much
for one
it's
player
pretty
to
much like
much?
an A. Like, have you heard of Rod Wave Elite? Like, it's pretty much just this team that goes out and just clowns. They're just like do whatever
trying
they
to do. Okay.
So like
not
for
like
a single game in 2012, they were just like, we're gonna give this man the ball every single play.
And that man went on to be LeBron James. Man, what a great story.
But I guarantee he's in banking.
Yeah, he's an accountant. That's what he is. Where is that college? Where's it located?
It is in Central Iowa.
Central Iowa. Okay, that checks.
I mean, makes sense. You know, you need some excitement in your life if you're living in Central Iowa.
True.
So try to break NCAA records, I guess.
Yep. It's either you're a corn farmer or a dropping 138 points in a college basketball game. There's no in between. So
anyway, that's a fun one. And for those of you who comment wild things on our Instagram about obscure stat of the day,
Inty,
please refrain. Shout out Inty. Shout out Gavin.
Tatum.
I can't deal with it anymore.
Can't delete them all. You just can't.
Yeah,
you can only delete so many.
Yeah, it hurts my mental health. But obviously, we are a family-friendly podcast.
Of course.
So, you know, you roll with the punches, I guess.
Yep. Nash can only swipe to the left on those comments so many times, but
I'm a busy man.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into it. First, we're just going to talk about some of the most exciting NFL games, and I think there's a clear first one to talk about, right?
Is there? I mean, is it Pat's Dolphins?
No, I mean it's the Commies game.
Of course, yeah.
So, not only does Sam Howell look, I mean, he's obviously not dang it, Pat Fryer's just got a catch.
Man, that sucks. Wow, what a shocker.
That's so unfortunate.
One catch.
Anyway, so Sam Howell looked, despite not being consistent or, you know, safe with the ball, he has a ton of talent. And that's kind of, you can't argue with that. Brian Robinson looks fantastic. Emmanuel Forbes, who many people thought was a reach at 16th overall, looks fantastic. Jahan Dotson looks good. They got off to a really slow start, and they just poured it on in the second half. And then the Broncos, Russell Wilson looked sort of back to form a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they went up big. I think it was,
and he threw a few beautiful deep balls. And then that Hail Mary, they got caught by, what was his name? Johnson?
Yep.
That was, I mean, one of the craziest
Brandon
things
Johnson,
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Brandon Johnson, and then they missed the 2-point on an obvious pass interference.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Broncos went up 21-3, sold the game. They were up big at halftime. I mean, I think I want to say, I think it was today I think they've lost their last like 9 games where they've been winning at halftime, which is just literally insane. But yeah, I didn't think obviously the Broncos didn't play horrible at all in the first half. Second half, their offensive choke couldn't do anything. But in that Hail Mary, I mean, that's how often does that happen? And that would have been I literally said that would have been the funniest thing if they didn't get the 2 point, and they didn't in classic Broncos fashion. But yeah, not looking very too different from last year. I guess last year they would only scored like 10 points in this game, but
Yeah,
lots of the
they
same
look
Broncos.
better, but the results are the same.
Yeah, and that's their whole thing. Like their defense is supposed to be this juggernaut and stuff, and supposed to take them to the promised land. And here they are giving up 35 to the Commanders. So
this Steelers Browns game is wild.
Yeah,
they're just like throwing it everywhere. And then in a battle of the bottom feeders, the Giants and the Cardinals. The Giants trailed the Cardinals 28-7 in the second half. Came back to win it by 3 in overtime. Yeah, I think the
comeback
Giants
in Giants history, I
bad.
think.
Yeah,
might have been
but
second biggest
regardless of the great comeback,
mm-hmm.
the Giants are not good.
Yeah.
If
Saquon's out a couple weeks, like 3 weeks, I think it was.
And if you struggle against a team like the Cardinals so mightily as they did, it's really, really a bad sign. Without your best offensive weapon for a week or a few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't know, I mean that's
hope.
back-to-back weeks. The Cardinals have been up and have really not played bad for a good portion of the game and have choked in the end. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Josh Dobbs honestly played a pretty good game.
Fine, yeah.
But James Conner had a good game too, which is cool. But yeah,
I want to talk about the Chiefs. I know you probably don't want me to, but would you?
Do you get 30 seconds. I don't have any. Really. Chiefs didn't play.
I think
great game.
The craziest thing, the Chiefs offense, I mean, obviously in spurts, you still get the Mahomes magic. They'll probably turn it on eventually. Play the Bears next week.
Yeah, that's a good back.
But
back on
the
track,
crazy part is that the defense looks stellar. Didn't give up a touchdown against the Jags.
Good to have Chris Jones
back. 9 points allowed, and really 3 of them shouldn't have even countered against the defense because there was a turnover, a muffed punt. But and then only 14 points allowed by the defense against the Lions. So there's a lot to be hopeful about with the defense. Nick Bolton is an all-world linebacker. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. The Jaguars looked a mess of sorts.
Yeah. Calvin Ridley, what do you have, like 2 catches or something like that?
He had one crazy catch, but
yeah, that he did have that big one. But yeah, Jags kind of a slow start. They did get the win week 1. And I guess they didn't play that horrible, but still kind of looking to get offensive wise back to how they were last season. But yeah, that was an interesting game. Kelsey's back, got a touchdown catch. Only had like 4 catches. They did target him a lot, but couldn't really get him the ball as much as they wanted to, I'm sure. But
yeah, he had a lot of drops too. He did not play.
Oh, really? Well. I didn't see that. I didn't catch most of it, but
and then Bengals looked poor.
Yeah.
Again.
Another horrible Joe Burrow game.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's hard you can't really overreact. The Bengals, we know they're bad at the start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just like to say, I know it's 1 week. I know you're going to get mad at me for taking a victory lap.
There we go.
Everybody in the Instagram comment section of our week 2 picks. Oh, Nash doesn't know what he's talking about. Nash with another set of horrible takes. Guess what? As of right now, I've missed 1 game, and James also missed that game. So,
yeah. Who'd you pick in the Saints-Panthers game? Do you remember?
Saints.
I think it did, yeah.
And I have the Browns in this Monday night game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good week for you, man. I'll give you credit.
So, pipe down. Actually, don't pipe down. It fuels me. But
you want the hate.
I want the hate.
Yeah.
But
also shout out Nash's graphic making too. That'll be a new little thing. We'll get the graphic up for our weekly picks. It was very last second. Shout out Coach Aaron for giving us the idea, but it was very last second this past week, so it'll be more timely.
Yeah.
But definitely before the Thursday night game.
Yeah.
And
and
it'll be a
no,
weekly thing.
it is all fun and games. If I say something on the podcast that you disagree with, feel free to let me know, and I'll tell you why.
Give
them
all the hate.
But
give them the hate comments.
No, it is all fun and games. The Bills slaughtered the Raiders. Seahawks Lions.
That was a crazy game. Wow.
That was a crazy game. I think the biggest thing is you have to think after a slow start in week 1 against a Rams team that's looking to be sort of underrated, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks passing game was bound to return to form with all the weapons that they have, and it did. The Lions by no means played a bad game, especially offensively. But the defense did sort of return to its form, especially in the secondary. They got torched. And I think that's really a difference between, facing the Chiefs receivers with no Kelsey versus facing DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think that's the biggest takeaway there. And then the last thing I want to say before you have anything to go over, Puka Nacua. Is it sustainable? No. Is he the greatest player of all time?
Yes.
No. But he is setting records.
25 targets,
receptions.
Dude,
25 receptions in his first 2 NFL games. That's a record. 15 catches in a single game. That's a record for a rookie. He's electric.
Yeah.
And I mean, wow.
It is really just insane, man.
He was what, a 5th rounder, 6th rounder?
I think 6th rounder, yeah. I mean, just classic Sean McVay finding a dude and drawing it up so he'll get targeted 20 times and 15 catches a game, yeah. But we'll see how that holds up the rest of the season.
177 in the 5th round. So I mean, I was right per usual.
Okay, wow. All right, now it's getting to your head. Now it's getting to your head.
The Chargers look like they can't close a single game. Anthony Richardson looks like the second coming of, I don't know, Lamar Jackson mixed with Patrick Mahomes, but he can't stay healthy.
Yeah, he really needs to stop taking hits because that's back-to-back. Only 2 games he's played, and he's got injured in both of them.
I know there's a game that you want to talk about, so you go ahead and talk about that, and then we'll move on.
I mean, of course, Dolphins-Pats. I'm expecting the Pats to win this game. I picked the Pats to win this game incorrectly, as I did for a lot of the other games. But, yeah, I mean, the Pats, I don't think they deserve to win this one as much as they did the Eagles game, but of course, got off to a slow start. I said it again. They went down 14-0. I immediately said they're going to come back and they're going to lose in heartbreaking fashion. And what do you know? We lose on a lateral play to our offensive lineman where it gets called for a first down, and they review it, and it's not a first down. So it's just classic Patriots fashion. I'm used to it at this point. It's just more crushing ways to lose that I've been used to it the past 3 weeks. Past 3 years. But hey, nothing different, man. Nothing shocking. 0-2. We'll be fine though. So that's all I got to say.
I have a question. Obviously, you're more mature just in general than me.
Yeah.
I just am kind of a child in many senses.
Oh, really?
But do you freak out at the TV when the Pats are playing poorly? Because I yell and scream at the TV.
Yeah. It honestly depends on if who's home. Because if I'm home alone, it's rough, man. But definitely in the Eagles game, that was rough. Yesterday it was just comedy. I mean, just to lose like that on an offensive lineman, like having a sick play, and then you thought we were gonna get it, and thought we were gonna tie the game and win.
He was short though.
He was short, but just the fact that obviously they called in and they had to reverse it, that whole thing. But I've sort of just gotten used to it. Like last year on the Raiders,
oh my god,
the Raiders, that was, I wasn't even mad. I just all you could do was laugh. And it honestly liked it because it gave me clarity that they weren't making the playoffs because they sucked. But it's just been, I was thinking about this. The Pats, forget the 6 championships, forget all the AFC championship game appearances, forget the whole Brady era. The past 3 years, the Pats have probably lost collectively the most heartbreaking games. I mean, there's been so many games, like the Bengals game last year, Ramondre fumbled the ball at the 10-yard line. And Nash,
it's not that heartbreaking though, because everybody knows they suck.
That's just not true. We went 10. We literally went. We're the 1 seed 2 years ago with a rookie quarterback, and it's
The
been
1 seed.
We were the 1 seed. Yeah, we were 9-4, and then we lost like 5 of the last 6. But
Oh yeah,
not the 5, like 3 of the last 4. But yeah, there's been 4 games where we've fumbled the ball at the goal line when we would have had the game won. The first 2 weeks, obviously, saw what happened then. Just heartbreak over and over again. Then again, we are the Patriots, so who really cares? But just used to it, So yeah,
well,
that's all I
and
gotta
you
say.
kind of look back, like minus Brady, the Patriots have pretty much been a poverty franchise forever. If you just take away Brady,
if you take away the greatest dynasty in the history of sports, yeah. But yeah, no, that is true. But
it is kind of funny actually, because obviously, like, they're this great franchise, sort of because of like one player.
Yeah, no, seriously, really, just
it's not to discredit them. Really, I mean, they did win 6 championships. But yeah, it is interesting. Let's move on. You mentioned wanting to talk about some college football.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Also, I like this shirt.
Thank you. Hey, Cooper Kupp. Those watching on YouTube, Cooper Kupp Super Bowl MVP shirt. Got it for like $7 on NFL Shop last year. Nash is wearing a Michigan shirt that you could tell he wanted me to comment on because he was flexing it.
All the haters.
Shout out all the haters. We have
you
one
know
in
who
mind.
you are.
Yep, you know who you are.
Mr. Moore, you're a hater. Actually, I mean,
he's not a hater. He's just
he's a great teacher. He's just an Ohio State fan. Kyle McCord is not good at football, so do with that what you will.
Take. Yeah, but I can agree with you. But yeah, thanks for the compliments, Nash. It is a pretty clean shirt too, even though I guess I'm supposed to link to Ohio State. But
are you talking about me? Oh, my bad.
No, I did toot my own horn.
My bad.
You wanted me to toot your horn, so I'm gonna do it for you.
Yeah, please toot my. Wait, what?
All right. Anyways, yeah, I said before the pod I wanted to talk a little bit about college football. There's honestly wasn't that many great games. Obviously Colorado State. That whole game, Shedeur Sanders 98-yard drive to tie the game, kind of unbelievable. Travis Hunter got hurt. Bama sucked, but got the win. They were down to their 3rd-string quarterback. I mean,
it's kind of crazy that Colorado's flexing that win though against a team that is not good.
Yeah, I mean, like
they were like down their best player for they were down their best player though. To be fair,
I'll never hate rushing the field. I mean, college kids will have fun.
Yeah, no, I'm not an old head. I'm not gonna like
you are an old
clown on them for celebrating.
They can't rush the field and they're a 25-point favorite.
No, I mean, I don't even care about the rushing the field thing. It's more just like that's not a win. I don't care about like flexing it, really, but it's more like the win shouldn't be like.
Yeah, well, it's because they made it personal before the game with coaches. But
what did he say again? I wasn't like I'm not that tuned in.
He was like, "Oh, I was taught when I was growing up to take my hat and glasses off when talking to adults or something like that." And Deion was like, "I bet," and then he got all mad, and then there was this whole thing, and same game.
So the other coach said that?
Yeah, Colorado State coach said that, and then Deion got all mad as he would, and they used that as fuel of the fire, which definitely didn't help Colorado State's chances.
All right, baby. Yeah. Say what you want, baby.
But yeah. Other than that, no really insane games. I said Bama played horrible. I was obviously still ended up winning. Florida State snuck by BC. Nothing really other than that. Florida beat Tennessee. That's all I really got.
Wake Forest came back against ODU, a little local game.
Shout out Syracuse, beat Purdue, now 3-0. Go Orange. But yeah, next week. Now that will be a good week for football. Colorado, Oregon, Ole Miss, Bama, Florida State, Clemson, Oregon State, Washington State, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Iowa, Penn State. Yeah, it'll be a good weekend of football. And yeah, I think that's all I really want to say for college football. Where do you want to go to next?
Shohei Ohtani. Let's talk about it. This is some real NFL type business. I almost said something unsavory. This is some real NFL contract holdout malarkey. God, I'm really digging for these words.
Yeah,
but yeah, Shohei Ohtani has an oblique injury.
Yeah, shut down for a year.
Yeah, it's not the situation where you'd actually be shut down if it wasn't, for him not wanting to play for the Angels anymore. Now, obviously, why would anyone want to play for the Angels? Yeah. But it is not. I mean, I just don't agree with that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's already has the UCL injury, can't pitch the rest of the year. Probably can't pitch, not decided yet if he needs Tommy John, but probably won't be able to pitch all of next year. Obviously the oblique injury doesn't help when all he can do is hit. But yeah, we'll see how it goes for Shohei.
Well, yeah, and so he cleaned out his locker.
Yeah,
so he's gone.
I think he's gone. I don't really see a reason why he would go back to the Angels. If I would put money on it, I'd say he's going to the Giants. The Giants have been trying to hit big and all these big free agents the past couple of years. They tried getting Judge, tried getting Correa. Shohei wants to go to a West Coast team. I think he said he'd make like a few exceptions, but I think he wants to go to a West Coast team. That was his whole thing when he came to America. Which is
crazy because the Angels are a West Coast team.
Yeah.
They just suck.
Yeah. So, but and we'll see if Mike Trout's even there next year. I mean, there's been lots of stuff floating around. The Angels.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the Angels, right, and obviously baseball is different when in rebuilding because salary cap, draft, it's all different. It's harder to rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm the Angels and I lose Shohei Ohtani, I'm getting rid of Mike Trout as well.
Yeah.
I think it's a smart play. You can get, I mean, you can get anybody.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what
name the top prospects, think of them, and you can have them for Mike Trout.
Yeah, that's just I don't know, man, because obviously Mike Trout's Mike Trout. He hasn't been healthy the past however many years. That contract is his contract. I don't know like what teams are putting how much teams put a cap on like how much they would possibly give up for a player, because we saw that with Shohei. Like there was just no way they'd give up all this. And granted that would be for like half a year Shohei, but yeah, we'll see, man.
So James, you're a GM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ignoring like money.
Yeah.
You're given the Orioles' current roster.
Yeah.
Trout for Jackson Holiday straight up.
Oof. God, man. I mean, Jackson Holiday at this rate is going to be in the majors by the end of the year, so.
Jackson Holiday at this rate is going to be the greatest player of all time.
I think I'd probably do it. I think.
I mean, Mike Trout he's the most. I mean, is he the GOAT of baseball? He hasn't won anything. He's not the GOAT, but he is the best player of all time.
I mean, Shohei, but
I guess Shohei. But before Shohei, it was Mike Trout.
Yeah. It's OG GOAT. I think I'd do it. I mean, the Orioles with Mike Trout right now and for the next couple of years, granted he stays healthy, would be tough to beat. I mean, they're a 100-win team right now without him, and they don't even have Jackson Holiday in the majors. So, yeah, that's interesting trade potential there. I like that. But yeah, we'll get into some MLB later on. Want to mention Sox firing Chaim Bloom, their president of baseball operations. New chapter coming up. But we'll get into it in the next
couple of weeks. We will want to talk about some MLB playoffs. We might have to save that for next time, because there are some other things we want to talk about. Do you want to get straight into our little tier list, or do you want to go talk about some college basketball?
Me personally, I don't have really anything to say about college basketball. If you want to say stuff for a couple minutes,
yeah, I mean, it's really hard to say. It's still pretty early yet. But it is clear who some of the perceived top teams are. Kansas, top of most polls. Duke has an unbelievable recruiting class. Gonzaga will be good as always. UCLA. Let me pull up some rankings real quick.
All right. I mean, go ahead.
I don't want to talk about the Jayhawks too much because I'm biased. But listen to this starting lineup: DeJuan Harris Jr., the best on-ball defender and passer in college basketball. One of. Kevin McCullough, finalist for National Defensive Player of the Year last year. Marco Jackson, incoming 5-star. Or Nick Timberlake. Or Arterio Morris, former 5-star, averaged like 7 or 8 a game for Texas last year. So you've got 3 options in that spot. KJ Adams, 10-point per game scorer, great defender. Hunter Dickinson, 20-point per game scorer in the Big Ten.
Forgot they got Hunter Dickinson.
The team is, Nick Timberlake averaged 17.7 at Towson, and you've got Arterio Morris and 5-star Marco Jackson coming off the bench. It's crazy. But Duke is also loaded. Jeremy Roach, Tyrese Proctor, Jared McCain, Mark Mitchell, Kyle Filipowski. They're returning more players this year than they usually do. Zach Edey is back, obviously. Michigan State is looking to potentially be back to form. UConn, the reigning national champions. It's a lot of the same suspects, you'd say, except FAU in the top 10.
What are they ranked? Top 10.
9. Marquette at 10 with Tyler Kolek, one of the most exciting players in the NCAA, or not exciting, but interesting. Another Final Four team, national championship playing team, San Diego State, Creighton, Arkansas, UNC, Villanova, Kentucky, Miami, Texas A&M, Baylor round out the top 20. And that's about it. Much more to come on that front as it gets closer to season time. And now we're going to do a fun thing after I do something very quickly. We're going to do a point guard tier list for NBA. We'll try to bring you all each a tier list for each position, as well as a Western Conference and Eastern Conference tier list in preparation for the NBA season that's right around the corner. Let's get that pulled up real quickly.
Today's gonna be point guards, though. I don't know if you mentioned that, but
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. First time that we've talked NBA in a while. Got to refresh on my ball knowledge, but to clear some things, are we counting Luka as a point guard? I think we should.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, because he's not really be playing point because of Kyrie, but we can just count him. Shea, point guard, I guess. Dame,
he plays point. Yeah, if they play it, so we'll say no Luka, we'll say yes Shea. If they play it, they are a point guard.
Halliburton, yes. Okay. All right. So Luka, we're not counting.
So I gotta find the right one. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Luka, we're not counting as a point guard. I'd say he'd be. What do you want to rank? What top do you want to rank? Top, like, you want to go top 5, top 8? What do you want to do?
It's a tier list.
Oh, we're doing tier list. Okay.
Well, I pulled one up. If that works.
Okay.
Let me make sure this is right. This one has Luka. Do you want to?
Just keep Luka in there. We'll just throw him in the top and we'll move on.
Or we can just leave him at. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Let me share my screen.
All right. Those listening, watch on YouTube to get a better representation.
All right.
Oh yeah. Now we're rolling. All right. Good old Adobe Acrobat. Ad right in the middle of the screen. Love to see it. But
let me get.
Is this on your computer?
Yeah. Why?
Is this Safari?
Okay. Yeah, we're.
Wow, you're a cornball. Okay.
All right. I think.
But he's not on Chrome.
What? No, I like Safari.
Oh god, that's horrible. All right, we'll just start in the top left. What ranks do we have? What are the tiers? Maybe I should just whatever.
No, I got it.
Okay. There we go. Now it looks much better. All right.
Okay.
MVP MVP candidate, All NBA.
Okay, yeah, we'll just have Luka in here. I think
right.
it makes sense. He is a point guard.
All right. All-star, fringe all-star, solid, and meh.
All right, let's start with Chris Paul.
On the
Fringe
Warriors.
all-star. I
think that's pretty good.
I just think, yeah, if he returns somewhat to form, then maybe he'll be in the running, but tough to say. Jalen Brunson, all-star.
Ooh, I would say debate All NBA, but
I just don't. I think there's so many good point guards.
Yeah,
It's really
that's what I
hard.
was
It's
thinking too.
really hard
You'd
to put
have to
him
be
up
a
there.
top 3 point guard to be All NBA.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep
Trae Young,
All NBA.
All NBA. Yeah, I mean he doesn't play defense, but he is All NBA.
Yeah.
I think same for.
Too much.
I would put Ja Morant an MVP candidate if it wasn't for
Trae too. I don't know.
Do we put Ja an MVP candidate regardless of the off the court issues?
I mean,
he's
was an
certainly
MVP
talented
candidate
enough
2
to
years
be.
ago. Yeah, it's put
Yeah.
him in MVP.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's so solid.
Yeah.
I think LaMelo, All NBA.
Did he make All NBA third team, LaMelo, a year or 2 ago?
Let
me double check that.
Sounds right. Sorry, I gotta deal with something real quick.
All good. Yeah, I'm just checking if LaMelo made All NBA team. Looks like he did not. All rookie first team. He was an All-Star this past year, but I'd put him in All-Star. I probably wouldn't quite put him in All NBA quite yet. Like you said, they'd have to be top 3 at the point guard's position to be All NBA. But Nash is off doing something right now, so just me. So a couple minutes of glory here for me. But I put LaMelo in All-Star, like I said. Tyrese Halliburton, honestly, same reasons. Put him in All-Star. He is an All-Star too. I'd probably who's that? Is that Simons? I'd probably put Simons in fringe All-Star as well. Cade Cunningham in. That's interesting. Okay.
Okay, we're back. So where are we putting LaMelo? All NBA or All-Star?
All-Star, yeah. He did
and
not make an All NBA team.
I think Halliburton's better than him.
Yeah, I'd put Halliburton in All-Star too, though. I don't think he's quite All NBA.
Okay.
Well, I guess technically you're just saying they have the potential to be a top 3 point guard, but I don't think he's quite there yet.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Anthony Simons is fringe.
Yeah, that's what I said too when you were gone. Cade.
All-Star.
Yeah, All-Star. Try not
Cade's
to stack
really
up. Yeah, he's super good.
Mike Conley is
solid.
Solid. I mean, yeah, he is solid. Drew Holiday.
I want to put him in All NBA, honestly.
I was gonna say fringe.
He's got to be All-Star. He's got to be All-Star. I love Drew Holiday.
He's just not like he doesn't produce enough offensively to be All NBA.
True. I would want him on my team so bad though. John
Wall's meh. Yeah.
Dame
is All NBA.
Ooh, I would say MVP too.
He's too old. He hasn't been there. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Kyrie.
All-Star.
I would say he's probably. I don't know.
No, because look, you're not taking Kyrie over Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, LaMelo Ball, or Jalen Brunson.
Okay. Lonzo. I mean, he hasn't played since the dinosaurs were on this planet. So, yeah, put him in solid.
Darius Garland, All NBA.
Ooh. I put him in fringe.
Put him in All-Star.
Okay. Jamal Murray. Yeah.
Is he All NBA? Is Jamal Murray a tier ahead now?
I don't know. Is recency bias gonna get us here?
It shouldn't. We shouldn't let it.
Yeah. I'm just trying not to stack up All-Star because it's such we can move some guys down at the end.
Let's restructure this.
I want to move.
I think maybe Cade Cunningham goes down.
Okay, that's fine.
I think maybe LaMelo. Halliburton moves up.
Ooh. Okay. I think LaMelo honestly moved down at this point.
No. LaMelo underrating LaMelo, I think, is a big mistake.
Okay.
I think we can move Kyrie up if you want.
Yeah, no,
but
I keep an all-star.
I think I'd rather move Halliburton up. I think Halliburton's the best there.
Okay. I'd
Halliburton
move
or
Garland down still.
No,
Move
I
Garland
think
down.
Garland's production when he wasn't playing with Donovan Mitchell was unreal.
Okay, well, he's still playing with Donovan Mitchell, though.
I know, but it's not. I think he's an all-star. I think he will be an all-star this year. And I think
Jamal, yeah.
Jamal's all-star.
Yeah. Smart
Marcus Smart's
fringe.
solid. Ooh, I just don't think
You put
he
solid.
is.
Yeah.
I don't think he will make. I don't think he
Yeah,
can
that's
make
fair.
an
That's
all-star
fair.
team.
Yeah.
I think the same goes for Van Vliet. I don't think he'll make another all-star team.
What team did Van Vliet go to
Houston.
again? Houston, that's
Houston.
right. Yeah, solid.
Monte Morris, meh.
Luka MVP, just put him up there.
MVP, duh. Michael Porter Jr., meh.
Or Kevin Porter Jr.
Kevin Porter Jr. could be so good. He really could be so terrific, but he's not right now.
Off the court issues too.
If he didn't beat his loved ones,
not ideal. Not ideal.
Is Westbrook meh?
I mean, I don't put him in solid.
Westbrook is worse.
Oh, but then
let's move Mike Conley down. Because Mike Conley is not on the same level as these three guys.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
And we're gonna put Westbrook in meh, I think. It's no hate to Westbrook. I just think.
Yeah, it's fair.
I think the same goes for Kyle Lowry.
Mm-hmm.
Storied career. D'Lo's fringe. Solid or fringe? Solid.
I just can't imagine him making it.
Yeah. I think the same goes for CJ McCollum.
Fringe, honestly.
He's been really good in New Orleans. Shea.
Honestly,
so Shea was an MVP candidate last year.
Yeah.
But do I think he'll replicate that? No.
I'd put him if he was an MVP candidate, he's an MVP candidate. I'm not expecting regression.
No, I don't think that's true. No, I don't think it'd be regression if he's just not an MVP candidate.
I'd put him MVP candidate.
I just think it was a little fluky. I would have him all NBA. For me.
I put him MVP.
I just think because in what world is he an MVP candidate again this year?
I mean, in the same world that's last year, which could easily happen. He's not going to get worse. I can tell you that.
Just because he doesn't get worse doesn't mean he will be. I just think.
I mean, if he had the same year as last year, he'd still be MVP candidate.
Shea is not the same player as these other three guys. Shea is much more similar to these guys. He also just produced at an insane level last year.
By the way, no order right to left too. It's just tiers.
Yeah, well, because Luke is the best one.
Whatever, just put him all NBA. I still think he should be an MVP, but put him in all NBA.
No, okay, let's put him in MVP. I'm seeing the other guys up here.
Yeah.
Markelle Fultz is meh.
Yeah.
And I wish he wasn't. I wish so badly that he was good. Harden is fringe. He's got to be fringe. He does still produce at a really high level, assists, points per game. I want to put him all solid, but he is fringe. I think and I think De'Aaron Fox is all
NBA and Steph MVP.
He's so good. Steph MVP, yeah.
All right.
How long did that take us?
Right now, time-wise, we're at 43 minutes. It's pretty good.
So do you want to do shooting? Do you want to do shooting guards?
I mean, or we can just roll with Tidbit and then wrap it up. We can do shooting guards next episode. We still do have a while till NBA season.
Do you think we can knock out shooting guards in 5 minutes?
In 5 minutes? God. Just pull it up.
Yeah, I bet. Gosh.
God, Miles Sanders is 7 points, dude. Come on. Need 3 more.
And they're on defense.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus. Oh, and they lost too, anyways. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, there's so many shooting guards. All right, who even is that? Who's that first pick?
That's Jaden Ivey. And we didn't tier list rookies either.
Whatever. They'd all be.
That's fine. Yeah. They'd all be in. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll have to put Wemby in the.
Wemby, yeah. All right, there we go.
But Jaden Ivey.
Good. Right now, he's good.
Is he?
Or you want to
Is
put
he
him in decent?
decent?
Yeah, put
I
him in
want to put
decent.
him in
Put him in
decent
decent. Yeah,
because I think Benedict Mathurin is better.
yeah. Okay.
I think
D
Benedict
book.
Mathurin is good. All NBA.
All NBA. Yeah.
I and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if there's a single shooting guard that's MVP candidate.
That is a good point. Yeah.
Except for
Uh,
maybe Donovan Mitchell, just because we
Paul
know and
George. He's
that's the
healthy.
other thing. Yeah. Even Anthony Edwards, I think you could project a huge leap.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, all NBA.
Yeah. Yeah. Put Donovan Mitchell in.
MVP.
Yeah.
I think he is the best of the shooting guards. Colin
Mhm.
Sexton is decent. Or
Fringe probably.
fringe
Oh,
all-star.
put him in. Put him in decent. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was too high on him.
I think Benedict
Pool.
Mathurin's better than him. I
Oh
think
yeah,
Poole
that's
is
fair. That's
fringe
fair.
all-star.
Yeah, I'd put him in good probably, but
No. He's shown flashes of being really,
mhm.
really good.
Yeah.
Looks like I get another pick, right? Look at that. The Saints are about to win. Devin Vassell's
Uh,
good.
yeah. He had a really good year last year.
I think Maxey's
Maxi.
all-star.
French.
No. Come
Yeah.
on. Come
Was he an
on.
all-star last
Maxey,
year?
no, but I think he's
Fringe. Don't even do this.
okay. Are we gonna say that Poole is on the same level as Tyrese Maxey?
I'd move Pool down to good.
Okay, is
And then put
Poole the same
Maxi.
level? Is Poole the same level as Mathurin and Vassell?
Yeah, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, Jordan Poole was pretty horrible last year. That's why he's not on the Warriors anymore.
Who is this even? Is this
That's Herb Jones.
That's Herb Jones? I was gonna say Nikhil Alexander Walker. No, it's not. It's Herb Jones.
Yeah.
And he's good.
Yeah.
Oh God. But Jordan Poole is better than him.
Yeah.
I love Herb Jones.
I put Poole up. Put Poole up.
I think you gotta put because who else is sitting in this all-star cap? Put him in all-star. Let's put him in all-star and see how it.
All right.
All right. Suggs is decent.
Decent, yeah. Paul George, I'm putting in MVP. When he's healthy, dude. I'm putting him in.
Is he better than Book though?
Yes. I think so. Yeah. Glad you agree with me on that.
Beal is all-star. He took a step back.
He's not. I cannot put Beal on the same tier as Maxi though.
I think they're similar.
Okay.
That's bias showing, but
yeah, clearly. All right.
Levine is better than Beal.
All-star. Ooh.
Or like Levine and Beal are like similar, but they're both not all NBA. Dinwiddie's meh. Dinwiddie's bad.
Okay.
Right?
Edwards. Yeah.
Edwards is all NBA.
Yeah.
Edwards is really good.
Fournier
is meh. Yeah.
Giddy.
Fringe.
Did he make the All-Star game last year?
No, I don't think so.
I want to say he did.
That just shows how bad the West was last year.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was an All-Star. I'd put him in Fringe, yeah.
Oh, they've got Anthony Simons here too.
Fringe probably.
Fringe
Again.
Yeah. Kevin Huerter's decent.
It's me.
Oh yeah. James gets called Kevin Huerter at the rec all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, one time.
Whatever. All right. Decent. Yeah.
Decent. Okay. Gary Trent, decent or good?
Yeah, not decent. Decent for sure.
He's decent. Karis LeVert, I'd say is probably good.
I don't know, man.
Decent.
Yeah.
Is this another decent?
Might have to move somebody up in decent, but we'll see.
Seth Curry's meh. Terry Rozier's good.
Good, yeah.
KCP, decent. Or meh.
Yeah, meh.
He did just win a championship, but he's still meh. Clay Fringe.
At this point, I'd probably put him in good.
Ooh, that's great. No. Because look at the players that are in good.
Yeah. Clay, dude.
And look at the players that are in Fringe.
Whatever, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Put him in Fringe.
Decent? Decent or good?
Jalen Green. Good.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. Pat Bev, decent.
Pat Bev, fine, yeah. Bane, Fringe All-Star.
Yeah, Bane is really good.
Hero.
Yeah, I mean, Maxey is just slightly ahead of Poole. Giddy, Bane.
Yeah, that's fine.
He is. Hero fringe as well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Grayson Allen is meh.
DeJounte, good or nah? You gotta put him in fringe.
Yeah, he's really
honestly maybe put him in
really...
All-Star.
Ooh,
I think we
no,
should move somebody
no.
up to All-Star.
Bane or Giddy.
Probably Bane. I'd move Bane up.
Yeah, Bane's good. Bane's really solid.
Yeah. And I think theirs honestly probably pretty good.
Honestly, the only thing I would consider doing is putting Anthony Edwards an MVP candidate. But I think that's projecting a lot.
Yeah, it is pretty projecting a lot of progression.
He is so good.
He is pretty incredible. Okay,
But yeah,
what time we got now? That was pretty. Yeah, it's 50 minutes. Nice little 6 minutes. Good
okay,
stuff.
so what's our tidbit today, James? Even though I came up with it, I'll let you introduce it.
All right, thank you. It's very kind of you, man. Yeah, we're in fall. I love the fall. It means there are a lot of activities to do. There's really just nothing better than a good old Friday after school, hanging out with the friends. Lots of activities you could do.
The amigos, if you will.
The amigos, if you will. Nash didn't take Spanish, but he thinks he knows it. But
habla español.
Yeah. So this little tidbit is, what are the best things to do after school on a Friday? I'm gonna start with the honorary. Go to the high school football game. Got it. It's up there, man.
I mean,
it's pretty electric.
Do the night lights even count if they're not on Friday?
That's a great question. I mean, last week the game was on Thursday and it wasn't great. I mean, it was fun, but the vibes weren't there.
Those were not night lights. They were lights at night.
Yeah.
And what am I saying?
Just stop trying to be philosophical, bro.
Shout out Barstool Ocean Lakes.
Yes.
For organizing a storming of the Kellum student section this coming Friday. For any of those listening, be there, or as they say, be square.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's horrible. As if I don't say that all the time. But also shout out Barstool for following us on Insta too. I saw that. I know who runs it. I'm not gonna leak. Us? Yeah, I'm not gonna leak their identity.
Hold on.
Out of respect for the anonymous runners of that account. But that is a great account. Yep, Nash. We'll say Nash runs it, but
we're up to 116 followers now on Instagram.
Everyone follow the Insta.
Should I follow Barstool OO back?
Yeah, follow him back. But yeah, I'm starting off with the football game. It has to be on a Friday though. Not saying that Thursday night lights aren't great. It was pretty fun.
No, they're not great. It was fun, but it wasn't because of the football game. It was because James is just on another level. I'm not gonna elaborate, but he just is.
No elaboration needed, but yeah. Football game Friday night. That's what I got. Nash, what you got?
I'm gonna have to go with the beach, right?
You're gonna say that. This guy. Because
there's no more relaxing feeling, right, than a Friday, right? Because you have the whole weekend ahead of you. So you get to enjoy that day with as much vigor as you want because you've got 2 days to rest.
I'm surprised you didn't say what we did this past Friday, which was go to the gym and hoop and lift.
I mean, I think the vibes like are so great. Cookie cutter. The vibes are great, but that is kind of specific to us.
That's true. But those who haven't done it, highly recommend. It's a great feeling. But yeah, I mean,
now, I don't personally partake in a lot of this, but a little partay. Now
I don't dabble quite
Friday,
as much. No,
isn't the worst thing in the world.
Big party guy. Yep, you are.
No, I'm not. Well, I mean, maybe I am. I don't divulge personal details on the podcast.
This guy.
I was gonna say sports betting, but on what?
Losing all your money at the casino. That's the best thing to do.
A little poker with the amigos. I'm not supposed to promote gambling, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna get
especially being a minor. But it is fun. Just pretend you're playing with M&Ms.
Or just play with M&Ms. You know?
Okay. I mean, just
this guy.
God,
all right.
Just ruin it. Why don't you? What else are we talking about? I think we do sort of run out of ideas here because our Friday afternoon vibes are so immaculate.
It's facts.
But it's kind of hard to match us.
Yeah.
Maybe a little movie action.
Little movie. I don't know about that because like you go see the movie and like you come out and it's dark outside. If you go in the evening and come out and it's dark outside.
Yeah, the vibe of that's not great.
Yeah.
Maybe a little like, and this is kind of specific, but like a little football action, like a little backyard football.
I was about to say that, yeah. In the fall when it's like 60, 50 degrees. Oh, nothing better.
Or like a little bike ride or.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah, just go down. I mean, Nash, you don't live at the oceanfront, but yeah, just going down the oceanfront, Virginia Beach, those who don't live in Virginia Beach, and just going and vibing, kind of great feeling when it's nice and chilly. But yeah, fall, it's great, man. It is great. I have nothing else to add to you.
Other than like, I mean, just hooping, just balling.
Just hooping.
Because what's better than that?
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't come up with a great topic for this tidbit. Like, it's good, but it wasn't, not a whole lot to discuss.
Yeah.
But everybody loves a good Friday.
Who doesn't?
Everybody loves a little night lights on a Friday.
Of course. But yeah, I think that's all we got for today's episode. Let me check the time. I believe it's under an hour. Yeah, 56 minutes. Good work. That was our goal.
You're welcome.
Going into this.
It's all me.
I don't know what you're saying you're welcome
for,
God, but thank you, buddy.
Bryce Young is so bad.
Are they still playing the game?
No, it just finished.
Okay, but I'm assuming Miles Sanders didn't get me 10 points. No, he did not. 7. Rough day, but yeah, that just about wraps things up. Follow the Spotify, subscribe to the YouTube, follow the Insta. We'll be getting out some graphics as always. Great work, Nash.
If you so choose, check out or look out for Takes from the Lakes potentially on the OLHS Current in coming months, weeks. Yep. We're gonna see where that goes, but look out for that. Yeah, we'll keep you guys posted and stay tuned for some interviews in the near future.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for listening and watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.